You have to have patience. If you've been overweight for most of your life, there are likely many emotional barriers that you need to work through before you succeed, before you achieve your goals. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but you need to be patient. So it's going to take time to go from where you are today to where you want to go, where your ultimate goal. And I think a lot of people, they get really disappointed when the results don't happen overnight. But the mind drives the body. And if you have this quick fix, fast result oriented mindset about, just this sort of unrealistic expectation of your transformation, you're going to be disappointed, you're going to be frustrated, you're going to throw in the towel. So what I want to reiterate mindset wise is you have to have patience going into this. You have to be calm. You have to be realistic. Now, that doesn't mean you can't set huge goals. Set them. I'm all about, pursuing things that people think are crazy or that people are like, oh, you could never do that. Go for that. But understand that the more unrealistic or crazy sounding your dreams are, the longer it may take to get there. And that's totally fine. Take your time. There's no rush, but do approach this calmly and not with this sort of like entitled, bratty mindset. Like, oh, I should have it now. I went to the gym 3 times last week. Or, oh, I sacrificed that piece of pie. Who gives a shit? Your results speak for themselves. Your one sacrifice last week of your piece of pie or your 3 trips to the gym weren't enough to yield the results that, you think you should be getting. And that's not to say give up, throw in the towel. It's just, you haven't done enough yet. So keep going. Don't give up. That's where people fall backward and don't achieve anything because they don't get the immediate results and they get really upset and act like grown children, So you have to understand, like, just be calm, be patient, be consistent, and the results will come. Visualization is huge. If you cannot see the body that you want in your mind, if you cannot visualize it, close your eyes, imagine this body, imagine this person, imagine the emotions and the feelings and the things that you're gonna do. If you cannot see this right now, it's gonna be really difficult to ever get there. You can look through magazines and come up with ideas of bodies you love and like and think are sexy and attractive, and that's what you want, and that's totally great. That's part of the visualization process. You need to have some kind of motivation and inspiration on a regular basis. You can look to movies, you can look to magazines, celebrities, whatever you're into. You can look to these people as sources of inspiration and motivation. But if you cannot align your mindset with some vision of ultimately who you want to be and what you want to look like and where you're going, you're never going to get there. You need to have that target. So what I recommend to all my clients is always have a visualization of the body that you want. What does it look like? What kind of clothes are you wearing? Who are you spending your time with? How do you feel? Obviously, this is a pretty positive experience for most people. Sometimes people get anxiety. They're not really sure how to visualize. All you're simply doing is using your imagination without restriction, like a kid. So all those fantasies you had as a kid where you're gonna grow up and be a millionaire and own a rocket ship and a red convertible and all these great things, allow your mind to visualize and have some fun with this and enjoy this process of fantasy and imagination and visualization. Now, the difficult part comes in the consistency of visualization and then the belief in that visualization. So once you've conjured up this idea and this strong vision that you want, you need to repeat it over and over like you're playing a movie in your mind. And the more that you do that, the more you're able to actually see it, believe it, and work toward it. Otherwise, you don't know where you're going. If you don't know what you want to look like, what you want to feel like, who you want to be, how do you know when you get there? So give yourself a target. Give yourself this fun, visual, imaginative opportunity throughout the day. Meditate. think about it, write it down, describe it, you make a vision board if you want, tell your spouse about it, whatever you got to do. But just pound it in there, man. Pound it in up here, because if it's not up here, it's never going to manifest itself in real life. So visualization is huge for succeeding. And not only that, but when you have this new vision, it really pumps you up. It gets you motivated to want to work harder and to attain this body and this life. And beyond the vanity part of it, which is totally fine for you to love and want to enjoy your sexy hot body, and allow your significant other to as well, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't apologize for feeling like you want a body that you can look in the mirror and feel just absolutely, love. And you should love your body anyway. It's an amazing, it's an amazing thing. It's incredible what our bodies are capable of doing. Whether they're overweight or whether they're, ripped with a six-pack, it doesn't matter. Our bodies are incredible. However, I understand where people are like, hey, I have my standards. I'm not there yet. I'm not happy when I look in the mirror. And that's cool too, But you have to be able to see that body. And I want beyond you just thinking of the vanity part of it, or the exterior, what does it look like when I look in the mirror naked? I want you to think about also, how does it perform? How are you moving? Are you pain-free? Like if you're dealing with knee pain right now or lower back pain, what does this body that you're working toward feel like when you're squatting or running on the beach like some Baywatch babe? You have to know and feel these things as well. So include that in your visualization. Include the performance, the energy, the happiness, the fulfillment, and the gratitude for this amazing body that you have created. You are responsible for this. So visualization is my number 2. Consistency with your workouts and with your nutrition is absolutely paramount. You cannot get results without consistency. So you need to be on point with your nutrition every single day. You need to be going to the gym and working toward your goal every single day. If you show up to the gym and you just want to go through the motions and leave, your results either A, won't come, or they will take forever. Have a plan when you go in the gym, hire a coach, have a workout buddy if you need to, track your workouts in a notebook, record exercises, rest periods, sets, reps, everything. So you have something to look back on and reflect and go, oh man, that workout was awesome. I want to replicate it. Measure your results. Take your measurements. If you don't want to step on the scale, that's totally fine. The scale is nothing more than a tool. Don't let it emotionally control you, but somehow measure your progress, whether you do it with photos, video, measurements, however. But be consistent in everything that you do in order to get those great results. Measure those results so you can see, okay, yeah, my consistency is paying off and things are happening for me. If you're lifting weights, which you should be, what are your weights every week? Are you going up in weight? Are you not? Are you going down in weight? Are you taking 5-minute rest periods when you should only be taking 1 minute? Write this stuff down and understand what it is that you're doing and what is yielding the best results. So keep a consistent, keep consistency in your routine, write it down, measure it, and this is how results happen. Be patient, be calm. You're not entitled to anything you didn't work for. So don't throw a tantrum when you don't get it. Meditate, visualize. What is it that you want? Know where you're going. See it up here. Be consistent with your nutrition. Be consistent in the gym. Don't go through the motions. Don't just whip through the sets without really thinking about what you're doing. Hire a coach if you need to. Have somebody hold you accountable. This is how we grow as human beings. Write it down. Measure your progress. Know where you're going. These are my tips for success today. Take them, use them. I hope you get incredible, amazing, phenomenal results with what you're doing. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.